Hello everyone, this is the Leech. I'm bringing you another Team Liquid game here between the Red Terran ONEShield. I've never heard of this player and I'm not sure where he's ranked at, but he is going to be playing on Metalopolis here against the Blue Protoss of Team Liquid, LiquidTyler. This is a ladder game, I believe from the US server of course. And so a lot of Team Liquid guys were streaming yesterday and apparently giving out some of their replays, so I'm casting a lot of their games today. Some from Huck, some from Jinro, and some from Tyler. So, crazy casting day. This is like my 6th game today, and I feel like I'm going to have no voice tomorrow, so I'm trying to drink as much water as humanly possible. And sorry, I'm not trying to be like day 9 where I just drink in front of everyone all the time, but I do need to hydrate myself or I might just die. So both these players, I'm doing pretty standard stuff. I have seen a new strategy. I'm not going to say what game this was from, and it's not so much a new strategy, I guess, but where a Terran actually lifts off right away and lands at this gold expansion, and then just pumps out mass marines and pushes into the Protoss base, and that is a very strong strategy versus Protoss. I'm surprised that more Terran don't do that. In fact, every game I get on my Metalopolis now, that is what I do, because it is hilarious for some reason. So anyways, these pros are obviously much better players than I am and can actually execute good builds. They're not stuck in the Platinum League like myself. So anyways, we'll see both guys getting down their first production facility, the barracks and the gateway, and also getting their first gas as well. Sorry, I'm just feeling so parched right now. I have to keep taking drinks. I'm going to see the orbital command probably coming down here shortly from ONEShield, and LiquidTyler is finishing up his first gateway right now. Probably going to see that finish, or followed up with a cybernetics core, of course, the very standard stuff, especially on cross positions. And there's the cybernetics core now. I always enjoy a good TVP. They're very intense games, and especially with the recent changes of no Kydarian Amulet and Ghost EMP being changed to not take away all of the energy of units. It makes it very interesting. See ONEShield throwing down a supply depot here in the back to watch for drops, any sort of crazy war prism play. So good move by him. Cybernetics core about to finish up, and the first Zealot is on the way to try and get rid of this SUV, but really he can run around forever with that Zealot chasing him. So Tyler will probably finish that out with a Stalker and probably chrono boost it to make sure he can get rid of that Scout as soon as humanly possible. And yep, there is actually a Sentry, so he's going to chrono boost out that Sentry. It's good for these players to get these sentries out early. I say this like almost every Protoss game, but they get these sentries out early so they can have enough energy for when the battles actually happen, to throw down those force fields when it really counts. See a very fast expansion coming down right now from the Terran right off the bat, basically. So a 1 Rax with a Tech Lab expand, and that is becoming a more standard strategy for Terran players. Warp Gate Research is on the way, not being chrono boosted at all yet. There is some chrono boost saved up right now for Tyler, so we'll see what he decides to use those on. And a robotics facility, so 1 gate robotics facility, very interesting play by him. And the Terran is keeping his SCV down here at this location to watch for this expansion. So right now the Terran is a decent amount ahead so long as he can survive. There is 1 Reaper here out for the Terran, and he's just going to try and get some scouting in. Warp Gate Research is about halfway done, still not being chrono boosted, and a second gateway being thrown down right now, as well as another pylon to help protect there. So the Terran, what he did there was brought his SCV up the ramp a little bit to pull these units back, and then brought up the Reaper so that he can run and see what was going on in the base exactly. Robotics facility is about to finish up now for Tyler. Stim being started for the Terran, and 2 more barracks being thrown down, so 3 racks total right now. This command center is about to finish up, and he will he might turn into an orbital and keep it here at the main and just kind of SCV up, but I feel like he should feel safe right now. He knows how many units are out by Tyler, and this is going to be a 3-gate robo build here. Finally chrono boosting that Warp Gate Research just at the very end. It's only 1 chrono boost on that Warp Gate Research, and it's going to finish right around the 6-minute mark, or 6-minute StarCraft time mark. Those 3 barracks are all finished up now, pumping out Marines and Marauders out of there, and is going to morph this command center into an orbital command while it's still up here. A factory coming down now for the Terran, and that last gateway is being finished up for Tyler, and Tyler is expanding as well. The question is, did the Terran player see that? No, he did not. So back to our Everyone tab here. Tyler made sure to chase away that SCV before he expanded, but this Reaper is still coming in. Tyler, though, has a sentry right here, and really he could lose that sentry if this Reaper is able to jump up. Reaper does jump up, but he is going to get force fielded back. Beautiful force field by Tyler, so making it look like he has something to hide, and I was very smart of him, because if that player would have gone in and possibly saw that the expansion was coming down, that could have been huge. Now that this is an orbital command, he is going to be lifting this and landing it, throwing down 2 bunkers here, 2 protected, and going to be doing an SCV transfer here very shortly. They're very shortfully. Look at me making up words. I'm so good at making up words. There's one thing I'm good at. I'm not good at StarCraft, but let me tell you what, if you ever need a word made up, I'm the guy to come to. Double Forge coming down for Tyler, and he is a very strong player with these double upgrades. He loves to do the double chrono boosted upgrades, and as you can see, he has about full chrono boost right now, and he's going to have another Nexus finishing up, so he's going to just permanently chrono boost level 1, level 2, and probably level 3 upgrades all the way through. There is an observer over here for Tyler, scoping out the army here, which is a mass marauder ball. There is 2 bunkers set down here for the Terran at the expansion. Nothing in them right now because he wants to poke around with the units he has. And so far, just a pure sentry and zealot army, and both level 1s coming down right now for Tyler. We'll see if he decides to deviate at all from this army composition that he has set up. Surely he's going to be doing something a little more with that robotics facility, probably getting out some immortals, maybe colossi against this many marauders. I would think he'd go immortals. And here come more zealots now. So a hefty amount of zealots. More pylons coming down. Does not want to get supply blocked because that would be bad. And 1 marine is going to sit up here by this base to watch for when the 3rd comes down. Terran probably has a good idea that Tyler has expanded right now. And the observer sitting in the main base here, seeing that there is 4 racks, 1 with reactor, 3 with tech lab. So it's going to be a marauder heavy army. Lots of medevacs coming out as well. And Terran now finally doing that SCV transfer to get these bases evened out a little bit. 4th refinery coming down right now for the Terran, and this marauder ball just continuing to kind of poke around, make sure that no trickery is going on, doesn't want anything in the gold expansion or anything crazy like that. Double level 1's going to finish up for Tyler here very shortly, and just continuing to make those probes. I hope that I'm not saying as much. I've been thinking about that lately, and I've really been trying to prevent myself from doing that. So let me know if I say a lot. Just throw a comment on the video and be like, stop being a freaking idiot. Anyways, and I just said it there. Anyways, combat shields coming down right now for the Terran, and level 1 upgrades both now finishing for Tyler, and he's probably going to go directly into level 2. Yes, he does. He just continues the chrono boost going. So ground armor and weapons coming down for the Protoss right now. Terran gets rid of those bunkers and just continuing to pump out this bio ball here. He does have lots of medevacs. He's going to load them up and possibly drop them at this location, but Tyler has a lot of stalkers ready for any kind of drop play, and he does have the pylon in the back area of this base, so he's going to be ready for any sort of drop. Terran just sitting here with the 2 medevacs right now, and so what he might try and do is just push up a little bit to the front just to give the impression that he's going to be pushing and hope that Tyler will pull back. But right now Tyler has so many stalkers, the Terran sees that, and he's just going to back away. Both players very even on supply right now, and Tyler's continuing to pump out those level 2 upgrades. They're about almost halfway complete now. Terran coming in to take a little look, but he's going to be backing off again. Level 1 upgrades just being started for him, and combat shields for those marines getting finished. Robotics bay coming down right now for Tyler, so we are going to see some colossi play. Also, the Twilight Council is finished for him. He hasn't gotten blink or zealot legs yet. I imagine he's probably going to get zealot legs first because he has a lot of zealots out right now. And here comes the first Colossi being chrono boosted out, and probably extended thermal lance chrono boosted out as well if he has the chrono boost for it. And does he? Yes, he does. So hopefully he starts using those. Also, a little pylon up here by the 3rd. I'm surprised that the Terran actually hasn't taken this out here. Terran still has a lot of units loaded up in these medevacs, but he's really not able to drop anywhere. He's also started getting his 3rd now at this location. It's about halfway done. Level 2, double level 2 upgrade is going to finish up for Tyler here very shortly. No chrono boost going on him right now, and he's might go straight to double level 3s, but he's very low on gas right now, so I'm not sure he's actually going to be able to accomplish that, as they are 250 gas apiece. Terran's starting to get some Vikings now, getting an additional barracks. So if we take a look in the main here, he does have a reactor starport pumping out mass Vikings. This 3rd is about to finish up for him, so he is a little bit ahead on the macro game, but here comes Tyler to get his 3rd base. These units are going to try and stim and run away. Nice force fields by Tyler. And he is going to lock out a few Marauders there and get some free kills there, so very nice play by him. In fact, the Marauders were not even attacking. So there's the 3rd going down by Tyler. Still an observer here, watching the entire army of this Terran. So up to 4 Vikings now, and the Viking count's going to continue to grow. First Colossi almost finishing up, and extended thermal lance getting close to finishing as well. I'm sorry, the first Colossi is already out. There's a 2nd one on the way right now. Still not chrono boosting that extended thermal lance. He knows he's not in too much danger right now. And these medevacs are still sitting here full. Protoss ground armor level 3 has been started. He probably had to choose between the armor and the weapons and decided to go armor first. He'll probably get this weapons here as soon as he can afford the gas. Terran just continuing to sit here with these medevacs, getting a planetary fortress here at his third, which is a very interesting choice by me, as I usually just go orbital command. Not that I'm good at all, but with the Colossi range, it's almost not even worth getting the planetary fortress. Armory coming down now for the Terran, also getting the Mobius reactor for the Ghost, the energy upgrade, so he can try and land some money EMPs. These Colossi are starting to move out though, and we could have a little engagement here. The Terran is going to be running away. Lots of force fields blocking out one Marauder there, but these Vikings are going to be coming back, losing a lot of the Vikings, and the Colossi have their extended thermal lance already. They're doing a lot of damage. Nice force fields by Tyler, blocking out half that army, and this other stimmed army has to run away, so it's taking damage by itself. Barely any damage taken on the Colossi, so great play by Tyler. Drop, though, coming down in the main here, doing a lot of damage, taking out a lot of units, but Tyler is able to warp in some more, and eventually he's going to be able to clean this up, but not very quickly. Zealot Legs is coming down first here, and the Terran actually elects to pick up and leave as he saw that group of army coming. Now the Terran is looking like he wants to push your throw down. Scan decides it's not going to be a good idea. Zealot Legs is about halfway done. What is this? Oh, what? Tyler's throwing down another robotics bay. So where is that at? It's like he thought he lost it, but he didn't. I don't know where he's putting it down at. Right here. Okay, he canceled it. He noticed it. I was going to say, I was a little confused there. More Stalkers being warped in for Tyler, and this drop is going to probably move back home. This Observer's been sitting on top of this army the whole time, and I'm a little surprised that the Terran hasn't noticed that he could throw down one EMP and kill it, or scan and kill it. This planetary fortress is finished up, and it's saturated, but Tyler's also saturated here at his third, and Tyler's ahead by about 20 supply right now. If we take a look at the income tab, you can see Tyler's about 300 ahead per minute, and looks like the Terran might be going for another expansion here. Big Bile Ball with 2 medevacs and 3 Vikings. I feel like he probably needs a few more Vikings against these 4 Colossi here, and Tyler really needs to wait until the rest of his army catches up. There he goes, pulling back. Make sure he gets all of his speed lots here in the rest of the army, and also has another Colossi finishing, so he might as well just wait for that as well. 3 more gateways coming down. Another starport being thrown down for the Terran, and also this other command center going up right now. Terran gets a money scan, sees the entire army, but he's got to see 5 Colossi and be a little bit worried as his Viking count is only up at 5 right now. And I do believe he has more Vikings that are going to be coming, but not yet. Protoss ground level 3 is on the way. That Ghost was trying to sneak up to get an EMP off, but those Colossi just burned him to death very quickly. Tyler's looking in a good position right now. He's also starting his 4th base. That level 3 is about halfway done, and Tyler's got a huge death ball here ready to push out. He's about 30 supply ahead right now. Tyler's actually max. There's a sensor tower down for the Terran, and the Terran has spread out his armies in a decent little spread here. But gosh, 5 Colossi versus 5 Vikings. That is not good. Terran's going to try and just keep adjusting to this Protoss army as the army continues to move around here. More Vikings being pumped out here. It looks like 4 at a time for the Terran. If we take a look at the actual Viking count, we can see there's 8 Vikings out right now, but he's still going to need more, I feel like. There's not too many Stalkers out, but there's so many speed lots and so many Colossi. And here comes the Guardian Shield. Tyler is ready to move out. He double Guardian Shields, and he's moving out. Nice EMP, taking away all the ability to force field here. Tyler, though, so many Colossi. 1 Colossi goes down. Still a lot of Stalker support, but all these Colossi are being burned, and those EMPs were beautiful. Still a lot of charge lots. This is going to be a very close battle right now. All the Colossi are just about down. They are all going to be taken down.